up, ladies and gents? Welcome to this week's Square Gamers podcast, where two dudes talk video games. And I'm your host. I'm Legendary Mike. And today we got Pedro Maribal. Bro, it is fucking Christmas, man. Are you ready for Christmas, bro?
For the most part, yeah. I mean, I haven't gotten everything, but I've got everybody that matters for now.
Yeah, here's something funny, man. We put the gifts underneath the tree that you got the girls, and the fucking girls have been shaking the damn Christmas gifts the whole time, trying to figure out what it is.
Oh, terrible! They're gonna know because they're Lego.
No. No. Aaliyah isn't that smart yet. But I'm pretty sure Andrea knows that Aaliyah's getting Lego.
Legos.
Yeah, I don't want to say that loud because I don't know how much you're going to hear me, bro.
Oh, my bad.
Can't ruin the Christmas gifts, man. Fucking shit. She didn't open up her gift. I'm like, oh my God, Uncle Pedro's the best.
Yeah.
But it's been a pretty crazy week for us, it being Christmas time. So we're gonna get right into it, ladies and gents. Super Mario Run. Pedro, did you get to try this?
Try Super Mario Run?
Yeah. I said, did you happen to get into Mario Run? Did you get to get your hands on it at all?
No, because it's only for iOS, so I haven't been able to.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, neither have I. And apparently, Super Mario Run is not doing very good at all. We're talking like floppish, I guess. They also having a bunch of problems with the always on. Now, meaning you got to have internet connection to do anything, which I think is silly, especially for an iOS game. Makes no sense. What are you thinking about? Is it that big of a deal? Because apparently the internet is roaring over it for the simple reason that no data connection and you can't play a Mario game.
Yeah, I mean, but that's video games in general now, man. You're just going to need an always-on connection. The only issue with this is that you're on a mobile connection, which means most of us aren't on like a T-Mobile or a Sprint where it's strictly unlimited. A lot of us have data caps. Me, for example, I've got a data cap. So if I were to play Super Mario Run and it always uses data, I mean, it'd be a killer on my data in particular, which could lead to overages, etc., etc. So I understand why the outrage is there for a mobile game having to have data always on. But it's just the state of games at the moment, and it looks like Nintendo is starting to get seep that into the mobile side.
Yeah, that kind of sucks because thinking about it that way, I mean, you're spending $10 on the game as well, so it's kind of like I'm spending $10 on a game and I need to be on data to play this game. It's kind of sad. It's sad to see what Nintendo's doing because Nintendo's like, we're going through the whole Nintendo phase where like everything looks really cool, but section of Nintendo right now, because Nintendo the Super Mario Run is kind of flopping, and then we have the Nintendo Switch rumors. I don't know if you guys have heard, Pedro. I don't know if you read about the Nintendo Switch is supposed to run really, I guess not slow, but slower than it does when it's docked. Like, I can understand why, but if people are talking about it already, how slow is it really running? Like, is it running shitty? Like Nintendo, like, come on. Like, I understand you guys want to innovate and stuff like that, but you gotta play your cards right because it's completely ruining your image right now because people are gonna go into this with a bad taste in their mouth. Granted, they're gonna show it here next year. I want to say January, February, if I'm not mistaken, is when they're planning on showing the Switch.
But yeah, January.
It's January, right? Yeah. So, I mean, Nintendo, get your shit together. Figure out the Super Mario Run shit where you don't need data always on. Fucking, like, I thought, I thought it was personally cool that fucking Super Mario's coming on iOS. That's super dope. That's a great idea. Like, but they they have shortcomings. Every time they put out something cool and innovative, they fucking end up fucking it up somehow. Oh, I digress. I don't want to make this a Nintendo rant because it's fucking Christmas, motherfuckers, and I'm excited. It's Christmas, the best time of the year, like everyone else says. Hashtag, hashtag best time of the year. Going on. This was kind of thrown in the last minute because I got an email from PlayStation. The PlayStation Flash Sale. Pedro, did you look at some of these games, bro? Final Fantasy 15, $40. NBA 2K17, $42. Skyrim Special Edition.
$30 for Madden 17, bro. That's a steal.
I know, and it's kind of making me want to get it just so I can get my ass kicked in a couple of scrimmages with your fuck ass. Because I know you'll kick my ass. I haven't played bro. I haven't played fucking Madden since like 1999 Madden, bro. It's been
that Mafia long. Too, by the way, for $38 is dope.
Weren't they selling it on like hard copy at Best Buy for $30 during Black Friday?
35.
Oh, 35.
Yeah, but this is digital. Yeah. I'll pay the $3 extra for the convenience of not having to put in a digital CD.
Yeah, because I mean, looking at these, I mean, they got some great deals. Dishonored 2 for $40, which I hear
Dogs
really
2,
good things about.
Low key, $35. That's a great game.
Watch Dogs 2. Did you ever get to play that? Did you Redbox that?
I was going to, and then Batman the Telltale series happened. And...
Yeah. Which brings me to the next thing, Pedro. $29.99 for the Arkham. The Batman
Collection?
Arkham Return to Arkham. No. The actual game. If I'm not mistaken, it's not Telltale game. It's the Batman Return to Arkham bundle. PS4, $29.99. What is that all about? What is that game about?
That's all the games.
Did you?
That's the Arkham.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the whole collection, which is dope, bro. If you haven't played the Batman game series, that series is really, really good.
That's the Rocksteady. That's the Rocksteady games, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that the guys who make them? Rocksteady?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, that'd be kind of cool to check out. Speaking of which, Pedro, did you finally get to play the last episode of the Telltale series?
Yeah, it's amazing, and I won't say anything else because it's fucking... Like, I feel like you just need to play it, bro. It's that good. Like, I can't...
Oh, shit.
You know what I mean? Like, this is probably...
Yeah.
Honestly, Telltale's probably made my most favorite... Batman universe. I think the universe that Batman lives in is super dope. And I'll leave it at that.
That's kind of crazy. Well, I'm gonna look at that. Do we have any ideas of when the actual full series bundle is coming out? Do you know anything about that yet, or have they?
It's already out.
Oh, it is already out.
Yeah,
shit,
it's $20 at Best Buy.
Oh, really? Is that for digital download?
I don't know if it's digital download though. I know it's yeah. It is digital download. They don't give you the disc. You just get a
download code,
like a little card or whatever.
Well, shit, that's dope. I wanted to look into that. And before we move on, there's one thing I want to mention. Pedro, remember we talked about the Battlefield 1 Titanfall 2 Deluxe bundle that they were selling on, wasn't it Black Friday?
Yeah.
Do you happen to remember the price for that?
It was $70.
Okay, because right now I just noticed the PlayStation sale has it too for $74 or $75. So if you guys didn't get to get that benefit of the $70, it's down to $75 for both games. Which isn't a bad deal considering the games you get. You get 2 awesome first-person shooters, which brings us to our next topic, ladies and gents. Pedro and I, we've been talking, and this last year of gaming has been pretty dope. We've had a lot of good games, and Pedro and I have a couple games that we've enjoyed the most this year. Now, this isn't the say all be all. These are the best games of the year. No, this is the games that we enjoyed personally on our own time. Now I'm gonna start off with my third. Pedro, Titanfall 2. Now, unfortunately, Titanfall 2 it just didn't live up, to the hype that everyone wanted it to. And it's sad to see because Titanfall 2 was an amazing game. And we had a lot of fun on Titanfall 2. We had a blast on Titanfall 2. And it just sucks. Hopefully within the next couple months, the game picks up because the multiplayer was solid. The campaign was in there. It was fast paced, fun, witty, humorous. Like, it was a perfect mixture. And coming from a game that didn't have one, sick, dope. I'm happy with it. And for $30, Titanfall 2 right now, you can find them all on PlayStation Network and stuff. Give that game a look up. That game was a blast. Pedro, you're number 3.
My number 3 is going to be, by the way, good pick for number 3. I thought it was a great game as well. I just didn't have... I had more fun playing Madden this year than I have had in a really, really, really long time. The new way they present the game, the augmented reality, little sliding cars that they have, that was actually adopted by Fox Sports and their actual television coverage. The new ways that you could just, you could play the game, the juking mechanics. The franchise mode is always great. I had a blast. Graphically, again, it is one of the leaders when it comes to sports games. Online play is smooth. I had so much fun with it that I decided to Redbox it one weekend. I legitimately Redboxed it 4 weekends in a row.
This guy. Pedro, are you the type of Madden player that is dedicate a whole day to finishing a season in one sitting?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely. Fucking Pedro. He is the epitome of sports gamer there. That's something a sports gamer will do. Because I used to do it back in the day. Granted, my Madden's like the funnest football game I ever played was like fucking like, if I remember correctly, I think it was Joe Montana football, bro. That was like fucking, that's so long ago. Jeez. Going on to my number 2, guys. You guys should already know. Dark Souls 3. I'm a huge Dark Souls 3 fan. And this and Titanfall 2 battled because I had a lot of fun with Dark Souls 3. I also did a Let's Play on our YouTube channel. Guys, go look that up. Square Gamers on YouTube. I did a whole LP on that one. And I still haven't touched New Game Plus. But I've played through the game 3 times with 3 different characters, throwing a Let's Play. Just messing around with the mechanics and the way the things they've changed. And believe it or not, I've got almost 800 hours between 3 characters. And I never even got to the meat of the game. Like, I only had the salad. I didn't have the ribeye steak that I'm going to be eating on Christmas morning. But, yeah. Pretty super dope game. Yeah. The DLC they put out, though lackluster, it was relatively small compared to what they normally release, was huge for the story side. And the only problem I have with Dark Souls DLCs, Pedro, is the simple fact that instead of answering questions, they leave you with more questions that you started with, if you understand what I'm saying. It's one of those games where it doesn't spell shit out for you. You actually have to go fucking dig in yourself. And that kind of exploration and kind of like your take on the story makes it dope. So that was my number 2. Pedro, what do you got for your number 2, my man?
My number 2 is going to be Uncharted 4, man. I thought the series ended great with this game. Again, another visual marvel. I had tons of fun playing it. Found myself, just kind of looking at the landscape and all of the different nuances that they added to the game, which was awesome. The gameplay was same old. Voice acting and and all of that good stuff was same as usual, which isn't a bad thing. It's it stays upper echelon voice acting when it comes to that. But I just had a lot of fun with that. I put in 50 hours in the game. I just kind of went, played it, then replayed it, and just to kind of catch all of the little Easter eggs and just kind of look at the scenery again, man. That world is dope.
What about multiplayer? Did you ever get deep into multiplayer at all?
Multiplayer's dope. Yeah, multiplayer was pretty cool. It's kind of like a Gears of War like gameplay. I wish it had more maps and more people played it, but I had fun with it.
Well, I mean that's kind of cool because they also have the new the DLC or the update roadmap for the guys who are into that stuff. Just go to Uncharted.com or Uncharted Naughty Dog, and they have a roadmap of all the cool DLC and weapons and maps they plan on putting on to the Uncharted 4, which is extremely refreshing because the game's rather old, and there's a new one in the work, and they're still supporting the multiplayer, which is super cool. You normally don't get that from a third person story driven action game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we're gonna go on to number one. Now my number one might be a little off the wall, but when this game came out at the beginning of the year, I was blown away. Fire Emblem. Now, yes, I am that guy that I bought Birthright, which was like the easier of the two games that came out on release, and then I ended up
Pussy.
after I beat it. Shush. After I beat Birthright, I went and spent the extra $10 or $15 to get Conquest. Now, Conquest was like the hard mode, Pedro. So then I went and beat through that and spent another $20 on Revelations, which is my number one of the year. I played Revelations for the Revelation side of the story for at least 200, 300 hours. And I was blown away. Basically, Pedro and the guys who don't know too much about Fire Emblem, it's a tactical RPG. Now, picture like a checkerboard, and you have your own squad, and it's tactical based. Now, the way they did it is there's two families, and you're stuck in the middle. And basically, depending on what game you got, is depending on what side you picked. So the first one was the Hoshido side, which was the Japanese side. And then if you played Conquest, you got to play as the Nor, which are the more rustic empire, dark empire, steampunk-ish type of nation. And then if you actually played through Revelations, you have the option of siding with nobody. And then you basically are the guy or the person who's not only melding the family together, also saving the world. And the cool thing about this, and the most amazing part about this, I should say, is each storyline has their own quirks, completely different storylines. Now, they do intertwine here and there where you will see something from, that's in all three copies, but the actual storylines are different, which are super dope. I enjoyed the hell out of that game. And I still look at it and I want the urge to play it, but I have too many games to play right now on the PS4, so I don't want to touch it because then I'll get sucked into it again. So, Pedro, is your number one as epic as mine, bro? Because I don't think so, bro. I don't think anything could be as epic as Fire Emblem. IMO, guys. IMO. Got to be correct here.
For those of you that don't live on the internet, that means, in my opinion, no, man. I mean, Batman and Telltale series was actually the most unique game that I've played in this year, and it's not because of the gameplay, because the gameplay is very Telltale-ish. They've repeated the formula, countless times, but the fact that it's a different take on the Batman universe. This is a different Batman. You play more, you make your decisions more as Bruce Wayne, and then you can kind of decide whether or not you want to use Batman and his intimidation factor, and when you come to this crossroads of, I gotta go talk to this dude. Am I gonna go talk to him as Bruce Wayne, or am I gonna go talk to him as Batman? And the fact that you can make those decisions and say, you know what, I think that when faced with this decision, Bruce Wayne's gonna try to schmooze his way through it, or I think that in this situation, I'm gonna go in the bat suit, and kind of use my intimidation of being the Batman, to get the information that I need, or to get my way, or to, you know, to accomplish whatever needs to be accomplished.
The muscle.
And I think
So
was really fun for me in particular, as a person who's absorbed a lot of the Batman universe and kind of how they've remade it. And I think this was probably the most thoughtful of that. I mean, this game was so good that I could have conversations with people who may know Batman but don't play video games, and just kind of be like, hey man, if this and this were happening and you had a choice of doing this or this, what would your Batman do? And those conversations, would last hour and a half, 2 hours, and we would just kind of go back and forth and talk about what our Batman would do if faced with with that situation. And I think that's super cool, man. I'm glad that Telltale did that. I hope that they do something similar to that, with a character like a Superman. Just because I think that he would have playing as Clark Kent, I think would be pretty dope.
yeah, I mean, I can see that.
Or playing as Peter Parker, et cetera, et cetera. So I think that's why that is my game of the year, because I had so much fun playing with that game, and just the conversation that you had, that you have with people who know of Batman but don't know about the game. Real quick, guys, just to add on to the sale topic we had before, Microsoft Xbox Live is on sale, $49.99 for a year. At Amazon, that's an online digital game code. The same thing, it's on sale for the same price, or the PlayStation Plus is on sale for the same price, $49.99. Also a digital game code through Amazon as well. That looks like to be a daily deal, so jump on it.
Yeah, OJ, just so you guys know that a PS4 Flash Sale is up until the 26th of December, so if you plan on, anything sparked your interest, go look, check it out, and if you end up buying it, buy it soon, because it's going to disappear, which kind of always happens with PlayStation. But at the end of the day, it always goes back on sale. It always does. So Pedro, is there any games in this that you played this year that kind of you had a battle to choose between for your top 3 games of the year?
Titanfall 2 was definitely in there. That's a game that, you and I had a lot of fun with. The Destiny, the Destiny Rise of Iron, is also super fun. I think that deserves a shout out. I played a lot of bad games too, though. I played Doom. Didn't like it very much, honestly. Not my type of game. Has that super old school feel, but I didn't like Doom back in the day. Homefront, bad game. Not very happy. That I spent money to play that. But I mean, other than that, most of the games are alright.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, because we had a pretty good year this year as far as video games come. So that's pretty dope. Right now, I'm actually playing a lot of Elder Scrolls Online right now, and I'm pretty hooked. And if I would have gotten to this game a little sooner, it would have definitely been on the list. Then we also have Dark Souls, not Dark Souls, Bloodborne. I played a lot of Bloodborne this year. I wanted to put it on the list, and that never worked. And Overwatch too. Overwatch is a great game. I don't play it enough. But I think that's all our list is, guys. Make sure you go to our Facebook page, /groups/Square Gamers, and give us your top games of the year, so we can tell you why you're wrong and why you're right at the same time. Pretty dope. Make sure you check out our YouTube page, the Square Gamers. You can check out our Twitch as well. Pedro, any plugs you got for this week, and anything else you want these people to know before we bounce out?
Have a Merry Christmas, guys. Hopefully you guys have purchased all your presents. Um, avoid the bookings, please. I know it's a party weekend. Avoid the bookings. You don't want to get caught up in jail or anything like that. That no call, no show on Monday is killer, and you don't want to end up jobless before 2016 ends. So please avoid the bookings this weekend.
Yes, guys, please don't get a DUI and then steal your relative's car and then get another DUI. Don't do that. Please don't. Not good. Not good at all. Oh, shit. All right, guys. Well, this has been the Square Gamers, guys. You guys have a very Merry Christmas, and we will see you guys next week. Peace out.